Well, summer is on its way out, but there's still time to squeeze in that one last barbecue. Okay, you know what? There's a lot of time to do lots more barbecues, but we just want to at least make you psychologically feel like we are kind of on the end of summer and cooler weather. But don't buy into it. It's just a big lie. The fact is, we just love to grill no matter what the temperature is, and so we invited in our friend Jeff Fearing from Fleming's over in Peoria, and we thought, well, we'd call the best grill guy in town. I mean, you guys make amazing grilled steaks, and it's nice to see you.
Thanks for having me. It's nice to be here.
So what are we talking here? Because I know grilling is really on the front of a lot of people's minds, because quite frankly, they just stick it out there and they kind of like run back into the air conditioner and then they run back out. You know, to kind of check.
Well, you know, we do steaks at the restaurant, so obviously we know what we're doing when we're grilling. So we have some nice steak and sangria menus that we're doing this summer that are lighter dishes, not so heavy. You still have your beautiful barbecued or grilled steaks, but we pair them with some lighter options to make it not so heavy. So today I was going to show you how to do what we call a summer slaw.
Balsamic already on that?
Yep.
Ooh, yummy.
So what we have here is some zucchini squash and some yellow squash. And what you can do at home is just take it and cut it very thin. What we try to do is make it almost mimic like vermicelli
Let me try
pasta.
and see how good my knife skills are.
You want to see?
Let's see. Let's see if I can get it as...
Okay, you be careful.
I will. I will. So, I mean, but if we're trying to get it really
as thin as you want, as you can.
Thin, right? And
a good tool for this, you can buy at probably some of your local stores, is a mandolin.
Yeah, I'm feeling already that's probably
better for you.
A better option.
Yeah. I like the knife. I'm probably old school. But if you get a mandolin, it makes it really easy.
I'm kind of nervous just because I've got everybody watching, you know?
Yeah.
I feel like maybe I would do better.
You don't want to cut your finger on live TV.
Yeah,
bad.
That's not
bad.
It's not quite the same. It's not as easy as it looks.
So, but yeah, you cut those nice and thin. Mix a little yellow squash, a little zucchini.
Okay.
We've got some beautiful grape tomatoes here that we dressed with some balsamic vinegar, a little extra virgin olive oil, some red onions.
So you mixed all the liquid ingredients first, and then you
we kind of put them on the tomatoes,
them?
and then you can put those in your oven or on your grill. And we like to give them a little char, call them blistered.
Okay.
We toasted some Spanish Marcona almonds. And this is our house dressing that we use at the restaurant. It's a lemon balsamic vinaigrette.
We throw it all together,
so
and
what
then
we do is
we
just take everything. Yeah, you just kind of throw everything together. You know, you don't have to be. It's we're grilling here, so it's not so technical. But you just toss it all together.
It looks light and fresh. I like that idea.
Yeah, it's light. It's fresh. It's a nice side. It's substantial. Very easy to make. And then we're going to pair that with the steak over here.
Okay, so let's get going on this rub, because that's what when we were chatting before the show, I said, you got to tell me the secret of, just a really flavorful cut of meat. And you said it's in the seasoning.
It's in the
seasoning. And in the meat.
Yep, and I do a lot of barbecuing, so rubs is kind of one of my passions. This is one that we came up with for our steak and sangria. And what it starts with is some white granulated sugar. And this is kind of a sweet and spicy rub. There's going to be a lot of sugar up front, but we're going to add some cayenne pepper and chili powder at the end to give us a little back-end heat.
So what happens when you put that, I'll let you go ahead and continue and throw all those ingredients in there.
Sure.
What happens when you put that sugar and then you expose it to the heat?
You're going to get a char, obviously, when you have a rub that has a lot of sugar in it.
Isn't it going to, yeah, it's going to kind
of... But
what
happens is, and this happens the same thing when you're talking about barbecue and not grilling, but what you really create is a nice little dark bark on your food.
Okay.
And it might look burnt to your eye.
But on the inside, is it okay?
On the outside, it's very flavorful.
Oh, okay.
It looks a little dark, but what you do is you created a lot of flavor on that particular piece of meat.
So just to fast track, so people at home know what you put in. You put on it looks like a little bit of was it dried mustard?
We put some dried mustard, some dried parsley, a little cayenne pepper, some chili powder, kosher salt.
A little paprika?
A little paprika.
Okay.
And some
garlic?
Black pepper, a little granulated garlic, some granulated sugar. Brown sugar and kosher salt.
My sniffer worked well.
Yeah, it does. So what you can do, turn this up. I've got some beautiful steaks back here. This is a New York strip that we've kind of cut down to be a little smaller. And you can just take and crust both sides of your steak.
Now, could we, if we kind of put this in another little portion for that particular cut, could we use this for a while if we seal it properly?
You can take this, put it on another plate. This will stay good for probably 6 months in an airtight container in a nice dry place at your house.
I like the idea of taking that to your next barbecue and like giving it as a little hostess gift.
Yeah.
How cool would you be then?
Yep.
And
And you
how
can save a
considerate.
lot of money making your own
I bet.
seasonings at home, you know, instead of buying the pre-bought ones at the store. You save a lot of money. They're fresher because they're fresher ingredients.
And by the way, you have a really cool summer special going on for grilling.
We do some seminars at the restaurant every summer, and this month we're going to do a perfect steak seminar. If we can't teach you how to do steak, then I don't know what we're doing over there. And we also do a barbecue seminar where we teach you how to do rubs like this we just showed. We'll talk about sauces and how to smoke wood, with wood and different barbecue techniques.
Okay, well, it sounds great. We appreciate you. We appreciate you coming in and showing us how to do that, Jeff. And by the way, stick around because I want you to kind of work on that and we can show everybody what it looks like. But coming up here in the next couple of minutes, we're also going to hit some delicious side dishes and a nice little cocktail as well, some sangria. Talking with a wine expert on what makes the best sangria and how you can serve it up alongside something like that in your home. So stick around. That's Fleming's with us throughout the rest of the hour.